Off. The Moose trying to get some fresh legs out here. 40 seconds in. Phillips up the center. He'll dump it in. Precourt out to move that one around for Lecomte. Getting pressed in the corner. It's knocked out front, swept wide by Metsinen. He'll give chase after it, but Boulins knocks it out to neutralize. Launched back in here by Halifax. Wong, he's on it. He'll hand it off. It's chipped out to neutralize, and now poked down into the Mooseheads into the rink as Eddie Doyle gives chase after it. Gets pressured, but Halifax able to clear it away. Alex Wong will retreat back down into his own end to grab a hold of that. Wong, a Nashville Predators prospect, selected in the last NHL entry draft. Comes into this game second in scoring among defensemen. Only Tommy Blyle at Moncton was the Eddie Doyle. The highest ranked Moosehead in the midterm rankings from the NHL Central Scouting that just came out this week, ranked 66th. They got Oleg Kulebyakin at 68. Knocked up ahead here for Yazoo Metsinen. Drives his way in. He'll pull up, sends a hard pass across. Guilfoyle will direct it down low. And now it's going to be worked up top. A shot there. Phillips trying to lob one on. Kulebyakin will have to collect it out here at center ice as that was forced out. Now he'll have it stripped away by the veteran Vermette. Emmanuel Vermette, he's on it down low. He'll play it up top now for Wong. Wong lobs one on, and Bresson will snag a hold of it. McDonald back with you here from the Scotiabank Center. Jordan Tourney, he's got possession now. He'll force his way in, steer that one toward the net. And in 21st of the season, only Sean Carrier with more on the Moose than Kulebyakin. Halifax will knock it out to neutralize. That was Metsinen handing it off. Now Metsinen will drive it in as Kulebyakin handed it off for him. Guilfoyle fires one on. Steered aside by Precourt. And now Metsinen down here toward the corner for Guilfoyle. Trying to center one. That one will skip out past Handel. And Montreal Canadiens prospect retreats, dished off to L'Italien up that right wing side, knocked in deep. Precourt out to get a hold of it back of the net. He'll shovel it up the left wing wall. Comes to the line. Handel there to keep it alive for the Moose. Back of the net by Goslin. Fish that one off. Lavoie turned over, and a quick shot is Danny Walters looking to. Less than 9 to play in this opening period. Chance now for Lecomte. The backhand, what a stop and a rebound. They score. Liam Lefebvre, he will follow up after. Liam Lefebvre, pretty good story here. It's his 16th goal of the season. He was really piling up some numbers here with the Rimouski Oceanic. That's a good size, a free agent invite. Lecomte, he's going to drive his way up ice, and he'll shovel it onto that trade. 6'3", just about 200 pounds. Frame. One of several ads. Moose with Lucas Beckman. He'll be making his Saguenay debut. Hasn't actually played since a game against the Moose back in November. And there's a trip and up at one. Sean Carrier and Liam Lefebvre exchanging goals in this one. And off of that face-off, the Zags, they win the draw, they clear it out. Owen Phillips will grab a hold of it back down here. The Mooseheads end, drops that one off. Kennedy sends it up ahead. It's off the stick of Vermette down in the Saguenay territory. Not there for long, though. Boulins, he will fire it right back out. Netminder Owen Bresson coming out to cut it off. He will leave it for the captain, Owen Phillips. A couple of assists on Saturday night for Owen Phillips. 13th among defensemen in scoring in the league. Mooseheads will turn that one over, and it will get launched back down into their end. 45 seconds gone on this Mooseheads power play. Up ahead with it. Kulebyakin, he's got some speed. Handed it off there to Bent. And again, turned over, once again cleared out. So next the Mooseheads. Caminella turns it over to Berthelot, but Halifax will get it back. McNabb will leave it down here in the corner. Owen Phillips is on it, shovels it back around for his partner, and the Mooseheads rookie blue liner Manella will get it out to neutralize. Toussaint on it quickly for Berthelot. He's across the line down that left wing. Lets it rip, knocked wide, picked up here by Tourney at the right point. Trying to break free of Blake, but he'll pick his pocket, and Kalen Blake gets it out to center. He'll steer it down into that Chicoutimi end. Gosselin on it, will lay it right back up the left wing wall. McNabb knocks it up the boards, and Kulebyakin reaching for it, couldn't dig it loose. In transition now, the Saguenay Watson Bucci dishes off a chance in front. Oh, what a stop by Owen Bresson. Robbery at Alexis Toussaint. He was all alone at the side of the goal. And Owen Bresson with the 5-7 News Radio, all tied up at 1 in the first period. 2:35 to go. Brendan Espinal back in the Halifax net, plays it up the left wing side. Benson will knock it loose for Kilfoyle. He'll take it out through center. He's got the blue line, left it for Kulebyakin, throws one on, steered away by Precor. Comes back to Eddie Doyle at that left point. He will direct it wide of the goal. And the Sags try to clear it. Espinal holds the line over to Doyle at the left point. He'll defer, hands it off to Kulebyakin. Kulebyakin kind of lost an edge, goes down, but does keep it onside. Moved it for Mensonen. As you mentioned, it jams on the brakes, trying to shake LaChance. He will dish off that to Kulebyakin. A shot, he scores! A laser from Oleg. And the Mooseheads up 2-1. Doyle. Rousseau able to pull that one back for Boulens. He sent it out to neutralize. Little set play there. Guite will chip it in quickly. And Phillips takes a hard hit down to the corner. Nathan Linde, the 19-year-old Dane. Quick pass across. Mentioning. Got a hold of it. Clears it out the center. And you got to be pleased with that opening period for the Mooseheads. Terrific period for Owen Bresson. Phillips looking for Rousseau, doesn't quite connect on it. And now right back down that right wing side. Fired on by Lavoie, fought off by Owen Bresson. It's going to get knocked back of the net. And heading after it, Rousseau. He'll send it up top here to Alex Wong, blocking the line, looking for a lane. Slips it over now for Massé. He'll fire a shot toward the goal. Traffic in front doesn't find its way through, but Massé right back on it, knocked it in front, and Halifax will break that up. Kulebyakin steers it back down into the Chicoutimi end. Wong on it quickly for De Rousseau, up ahead to Massé. That one dumped in. Bresson will cut it off back of the net. Making his return to the Mooseheads lineup. Sharp first period for Owen Bresson. Halifax able to break out as Kilfoyle driving his way in down that right wing. Slows up. He'll try to rim it around. And that's going to go all the way around. Moose can't get a stick on it. Massé is able to knock it out to center. Halifax flipping it right back in. 3/4 right. Off the draw. Mooseheads, they will control. Comes back to Owen Phillips, the captain at the line. He will defer. Kennedy fires it on, and that is upset. The team that selected him 9th overall back in 2022. Sean Carrier, he'll lose an edge. He goes down, but was able to sweep it over to Kulebyakin, up top to Phillips, back to Kulebyakin. Kulebyakin loads up Carrier, hammered on, and that is stopped. That's penalty kill in the queue. Johnson bent square off. And the Sags winning that draw, but it's going to be flipped up, and that'll be 14th rounder in his second season. Unable to beat LaChance right there. Wins it for Chicoutimi, and the Sags quickly fire it back down into the Halifax end of the rink. It's retrieved by Owen Phillips. Phillips leaves it for Kennedy. Kennedy over to Kulebyakin. It's off a stick deep into the Chicoutimi end. It's jabbed at by Lavoie. Puck will pop free, and quick pass across. Oh, hot shot there from Kulebyakin, knocked away. And sent back up top now. Phillips over to Kulebyakin. Kulebyakin back to Owen Phillips at the point. He will defer now to Kennedy. Kennedy slips it through for Carrier. Work down low, Bent. Will Bent up top once more to Phillips, center point. Back to Quinn Kennedy now. Along the half on the left wing at the left point. Owen Phillips back in possession to Carrier. Hands it off to Kennedy. Deep in the corner. To Phillips once again at the line. Loading up Kulebyakin, but quite settle that one. Couldn't get the shot out. He's got it once again. He'll move it here to Phillips. Across. Kennedy to Carrier. Back to Kennedy. Kennedy rips one. That was sent off target. The puck will skip over the stick of Kulebyakin, and Owen Bresson will stop it now for Oleg Kulebyakin, who's going to take it for one last dash here as the time ticks down. They fired on. Frank Gore will reach up, knocks it down, and then waved out. Yazoo Mensinen will in to replace him. And there Rousseau wins that draw. Gosselin will hand it off here for Lavoie. He'll send it out to center. Manella was quickly on it for Kilfoyle. He will flip it in. Glove down there by Gosselin. Knocked out to neutralize it. Owen Phillips tracks back after it. Sent to center. Lavoie grabs a hold. He'll take it back into his own zone. Rimmed around, and a good stick there from Yazoo Mensinen. Will pick that one off. Makes his way and fired one on, and that's stopped. Scotiabank center Sean Carrier and Oleg Kulebyakin with the markers for the Mooseheads in this one. Eddie Doyle clear it out, just gets across that face-off. Kilfoyle able to knock it back there for Doyle. It's going to be jabbed into the Chicoutimi end. Sagniel will get it out to neutral ice, up ice, but it comes Lefebvre. He'll fire one. It's off by Espinel and off target. Lecomte working it back to the line. A shot through traffic. Little redirect for Chicoutimi, former Cape Breton captain. They got into it in the corner. Will Bent off the draw. They'll knock this one around for Kulebyakin. Kulebyakin will move it in turn for Carrier. Shot Carrier across to Kennedy. Kennedy takes it down low. Work that up the boards. Kulebyakin for Bent beneath the goal line. Will Bent sends it up top here for Kennedy. Kennedy center point to Phillips. Over to Kulebyakin. Kulebyakin surveys. Dish now to Carrier. Phillips back to Kulebyakin, lets it rip with a stick of Boulens in that lane. It's just going to be one back to Owen Phillips. Phillips moves it now for Kennedy. Win Kennedy to Carrier, lets it rip. But a little tip in on the way, but knocked away and cleared out. Owen Phillips back after we get a glove pass. Rousseau able to win that one. Owen Phillips. He's going to drop it off, left it for Kulebyakin to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to have to be careful right there. He's going to get pushed off the puck by Maverick Lachance. Owen Phillips approaches the red line, swings it off to Kennedy. It's going to be worked down the boards. Lavoie in a battle down there in the corner. Boulens looking to freeze it up along the wall. 30 seconds remaining. The Moose trying to fish it free. And Lavoie off the move. He's got it pinned up along the wall. Doing a good job of eating up what's left, and this Moosehead's man advantage. Now it pops for Reece Schaefer, able to steer it out for Maverick Lachance. He's going to send it wide. Off of this face-off, that puck will be flipped high and out to center. Lefebvre, he's back on it now for Chicoutimi. Dished off, chance it tight. Lecomte get that pass through Carlos Handel, but he's got to get it. He'll move it up top, and it's worked over now to Boulens. Back to Boulens at the line. Didn't get his shot through. It's good job here tonight to put the body on the line. Sharp angle opportunity there. Unless Lefebvre try to pick his spot. Handel's going to come away with it. Up to neutralize. This one dumped down in the Chicoutimi end. Boulens, he's on it quickly. Knocks it around. It's going to be sent out to center. Fired back in here by Espinel. It's a bit of a late bump from Liam Lefebvre. And now played off to Espinel. He'll try to get his shot off. And on that one, no, it's Mensinen gathering it up down low. He'll swing up high and move it there to Kulebyakin, trying to work it back to that left point. The Moose were backing off, so a little bit of time now for Chicoutimi to try to break out as the Moose had a tag up. Sent into the Halifax end. That one chopped at, sent out by Brendan Espinel. Jordan Tourney. Against this top power play in the queue. Lecomte, he's got the Halifax blue line. Comes in down the right wing, giving a rough ride there by Kulebyakin, and pass that was sent out front. It's going to deflect out to neutralize. Lavoie trying to play it back down the boards. Knocked down here by Kilfoyle, and he'll take it in deep. Took a bump down there from Schaefer. Lefebvre trying to settle that bouncing puck. He's got it now. That's Chicoutimi's first goal. He's going to fire that one in. Handel, he had the pass. Kilfoyle. That's that one for L'Italien. L'Italien handed off the Handel, gets it right back, and Carlos Handel sends it up the middle. Kilfoyle able to shovel that one in. Lavoie will track it down. Trying to play it right back up. Ice here for Massé. He'll drop it off. Good stick. Keeping with it here, Vermette. Take a little bump. It's Liam Kilfoyle on it. Sends it out to center. Lavoie back up ahead for Massé. Knocked away once again. And Kilfoyle tries to roll this one back into the Chicoutimi zone. Handel will play it down to the corner and get away from Metzinen, who makes a solid check there. This one played back to the point. L'Italien will let it rip. Knocked away. Handel's going to pitch in from the left point. Got knocked out front. Vermette will hit his stick on it here for Chicoutimi. He'll jab it out to neutralize. Swatting at it was Malik L'Italien. Now L'Italien back on it. Well, markers on the man advantage in that matchup. In that third period, again, going 2 for 4 to force overtime. Ultimately, it was Oleg Kulebyakin who had the OT winner. Those goals coming from Maxime Dubé and Nicolas Petrou. Is Kulebyakin. Oh, great setup in front. They score. Samuel Rousseau. His first as a Moosehead. Chicoutimi, and now Kilfoyle, he's after it, threw it toward the front. McPherson looking for the redirect on it. Kulebyakin, some good work here, forces that turnover, chance in the slot. McPherson couldn't get that shot through. The Saguenay will launch it back down to the Mooseheads, and Espinel will track it down. He's on it quickly, fires it up that right wing side. That one deflected in off the stick of Kulebyakin. It's bumped toward the middle of the ice. Kulebyakin trying to jab at it. It's off the body out the center. Espinel lays it right back in. Wong, he will hand it off and looking to wind up now. Boulins sends that one in deep. Picked up down here by Watson Bucci, pushed off the puck. Masu Metzinen in control will play it off to Espinel. Espinel, no mistake. Massé will knock it back to Boulins. He'll slap one on, and then he'll beats against, averaging a .905 save percentage. Real impressive stuff from the Ottawa Senators prospect, 4th rounder from the last NHL entry draft. Long pass up ahead. It's going to end up down in the Chicoutimi end off some bodies. Kulebyakin was trying to gather it up. Boulins on it, though he will get it out to neutralize. And now Berthelot, he's got the line, left it. Rousseau looking in front as Massé was driving the goal. And that one will just get sent off target. And the Moose with a power play brought to you by Dartmouth Dodge right now. They'll try to tie it up. Net empty. Owen Phillips, he's on at center point. He will move it to Sean Carrier in that right wing circle for Kulebyakin. Works it down low. It's going to be played up top to Phillips. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy fires one. Sent off target. Rousseau was trying to knock it out front. And now Kulebyakin. He'll move it toward the blue line. Phillips zips it over to Kennedy. He will hand off to Carrier. Sean Carrier. Looking for Kennedy. It's going to be slipped over now to Kulebyakin. Looking in front to Carrier. Oh, what a chance. On the center net, they score! Samuel Rousseau! He's got another one, and we are all even. Third period, so Rousseau, he's going to win that draw to Phillips, and as we know, that first face-off, it is huge. 3-on-3 overtime. So Moose in possession right now. Kulebyakin looking to wind his way up. He'll cut, sends it off to Kennedy. Kennedy got pressed out and neutralized by Vermette, and now Kennedy tripped up, and back the other way comes Thomas DeRousseau. He's got the line. He'll defer now to Wong. Wong trying to throw one on it. We're taking a bit of a redirect, bit of a change up there. And Owen Bresson able to get a piece of it as Quinn Kennedy looks up that left wing. Kulebyakin coming in here 1-on-3, looking for an option. He'll send it back down into his own end for Carlos Handel. First overtime. Halifax battling back thanks to a couple of markers from their overager from St. Eustache. His first 2 as a member of the Moose. Kulebyakin's going to try to wind his way up. He's got some speed, driving his way in. What a move! A shot on! And that one stopped. Kulebyakin notched his 22nd of the year back in that first period. Couple of goals, a couple of assists, and those Rousseau goals as well. Win Kennedy inside his own blue line. He's got it, and he's got some speed. Busts in down that left wing, but a good stick will knock that one away as Theo Rousseau was able to reach in. Kennedy will retreat back into his own end with it. He's going to leave it down here for Owen Phillips. Phillips will wind up now. Phillips coming in here one-on-one with Boulens, but didn't like what he sees, and he'll sling it back out for Kulebyakin. Oleg Kulebyakin. He's going to wind his way up ice, drops it off now to Kennedy. Kennedy's got some room walking in, rips one, and that'll get deflected wide. Sent to center ice here by Handel as he moves it back for Kulebyakin. So Kennedy heads off, replaced by Sean Carrier. It's a great puck, man.